This video is for home buyers. Don't tell the sellers. This is about the 5 tips for making your very best offer to get you under contract and into the home of your dreams. Hey there, welcome back to the channel. If we haven't met yet, my name is DeElla Hoberg with Hoberg Homes, and I am a certified home buying advisor here in the North Metro Atlanta area. And we are talking about 5 tips to make the best offer for you as a home buyer. The very first tip is to know your budget. And this is so important in any market, in any buying situation, whether you're looking for a new purse or a new home. You've got to know what your budget is. And the number one easiest and best way to know what your budget truly is to talk to a qualified loan advisor first. And this is going to help you to get pre-approved for a property. It's going to help you when you are looking for homes. That way you're not over your budget, you're not under your budget. You can be in that sweet spot where you're going to be comfortable and get the most home for your money. And talking to a great lender is really, really important. And by the way, if you need a great lender, DM me and I will send you my guy's information. He's phenomenal. Tip number 2, be prepared to move fast. Even though our market is not quite as crazy as it was last year, we're still in a seller's market and inventory is still historically low. So we need to be prepared up front before we even start looking at homes to make sure that you're ready to put in an offer when you find the home that you would like. Tip number 3, make sure you're working with a really good agent, someone who is qualified in your marketplace and that knows the market, so that you're getting the best advice you can and you're not overpaying and you're not underpaying and making offers that are too low, so that you avoid a lot of frustration and futility. Tip number 4, craft a strong and fair offer. You really need to know the market value of the home, and you need to see recent sales trends and absorption rates and current buyer demand, days on the market. And taking all of these factors into account, you'll be able to create a strong and fair offer that's going to be good for you and good for the seller. Number 5, knowing what the seller's needs are. And this is so important, especially in a low inventory market. One of the things that I always do first when one of my buyers is looking at a home and is very interested is to go ahead and call the listing agent to see what is most important to the seller, because it's not always about price. Sometimes it's about timing. Sometimes it's about having a rent back where the seller gets to rent the home from you after your closing so that they can find their own home. The more flexibility that you have in this market, the easier it is to close on a deal, and price is not the only factor. This is a bonus tip. While you're creating your perfect offer, you have to know what you're comfortable with, meaning you have to know your budget, you have to know exactly where you can be. So only waive certain contingencies like financing contingencies, appraisal contingencies, and due diligence contingencies if that works for you. Otherwise, go ahead and put them in. If you don't win on this deal, you have to have the patience and perseverance to do more legwork and more looking, because not every buyer is able to waive these contingencies. So if you're in that category, which most of us are, have the patience and the perseverance to make a good, fair offer, and don't waive the contingencies unless you're truly financially able to do so. Bottom line, today's market makes it even more important to craft a strong offer on a home in order to win the deal. If you have specific questions about your situation, hit me up, My number is 678-267-9861, and I'm happy to help.